Thanks, Joe. You know, anytime you hear the name Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather's name isn't far behind. One of the biggest matchups in the sport's history hasn't happened, but maybe it still could if Manny Pacquiao beats Brandon Rios. And that's a big if, considering the way Manny Pacquiao was beaten viciously and violently, that knockout by Juan Manuel Marquez. Many are questioning Manny's chin. And the way that Brandon Rios fights, his all-out brawling style, that chin will certainly be put to the test in November. Earlier this week, Joe Tessitore sat down with Rios and Pacquiao as they get set to square off in China.
Glad to visit with Brandon Rios and Manny Pacquiao in anticipation for your November 23rd pay-per-view bout over in Macau. Gentlemen, I want you to play the role of trainer. You're both with exceptional trainers in your career. Brandon, you look at Manny and you're to size him up, you would say what? Give me a scouting report on Manny Pacquiao.
Well, he's very fast. He moves a lot, got great angles. There's certain things that I will correct, that he does jump in a lot. But other than that, but he's very fast, and like I said, he got great footwork, great speed, and he throws from different angles. Yeah.
Manny, obviously Brandon, more of the modern generation, the past couple of years involved in a fight of the year and most recent thrilling rematch this past spring. You look at Brandon Rios, what do you see in a fighter?
I see him as a very aggressive fighter, and I like his style. He loves to fight toe-to-toe, and he has a big heart in the ring, fighting. You know, especially if the opponent is want to fight and he can fight. But my advantage is just my speed. I'm faster than him, but we cannot take advantage for taking him lightly, because we know we know his fight. I saw his fight, and he's kind of the fighter that you cannot underestimate.
Undoubtedly. So shows you a lot of respect, Brandon. Does mention the differential in speed. How would you counter a comment like that? And do you feel that there's a big gap in terms of speed?
Oh, yeah. He does got great speed and everything, but you can always break your fighter down with speed. There's a certain way to do that. You practice that. That's why we practice in the gym, for the speed. But other than that, I'm just glad I got a big opportunity to fight one of the best.
I thought you were actually fighting one of your best overall fights up until that point, which leads to the question, was it one simple mistake of jumping in, or was there more to it at that moment? How do you explain it?
That exactly, before that happened, I'm doing good. My performance, my condition is, I think I can say, one of the best condition in my boxing career, because I did my best and 1 to 5th round, and even though I got knocked down in the second round or third round, and then I recovered and dominate him every round by round, and until that time that he got a good shot.
Manny, what kind of conversations did you have in the weeks and months that followed that about continuing your career and how you would approach this phase of your life?
Well, especially my last fight, what happened in my last fight, my family, they want me to stop fighting and retire in boxing. And
what did you say to them when you heard that?
And I told them, no, I'm still can fight. That's part of boxing. You cannot win all the time. Sometimes you lose, and then you have to accept that. And it just happened that the way we lost like that. But that's part of boxing. But I'm still okay if I feel something in my body, and then why I'm still keep on fighting.
Brandon, I want to get back to scouting each other, because recently I read a column on Grantland by J. Caspian King, and I want to read you an excerpt from this column, and I want you to respond to criticism of when people refer to you as being one-dimensional. He writes, "It's not to say that Rios is unskilled or lacking in intelligence, but his plodding feet and his static stance offend the eyes of fight fans who see boxing as a brutal, balletic act. His considerable popularity instead comes from his refusal to engage in anything but a brawl. There isn't a fighter out there who enjoys getting punched in the face more than Rios."
It's not that I enjoy getting punched in the face. It's boxing. You're going to get hit no matter what. And to me, this is my passion. I love to do this. And I've been fighting like this since the amateurs. To me, why change something that's not broken? It's been working very well. It got me up to this point right now. So critics and everybody out there, I already got that role. I already got the role as the guy just come forward, one-dimensional fighter. I already got that role, so it's nothing new.
What are your expectations when you step in the ring with him? What is this going to look like? What kind of fight will we see?
I'm expecting for this fight, it's going to be a good fight. More action in the ring. It's going to be a historic fight.
Brandon, you beat and upset Manny Pacquiao. What happens? What has to happen?
To me, it's not if. Right now, I'm so confident. I'm 100% focused to win the fight because this is my big opportunity, and I can't let it slide to my fingers. It's like when he was dominating the game when he first coming up. He's like, I'm not going to lose. I can't lose. So I'm not going to lose. And what's next? Right now, Pacquiao is next.
How? Answer the how for me. How are you going to pull it off?
Just do what I do best. Go out there and perform the best way I can. It could be a stoppage. I don't know. I know once I start getting my engine going, it's hard to turn it off. And it could be a stoppage. We don't know. We're just going to see how prepared Manny comes in. And if he comes in great shape, it could go distance. If he doesn't come in great shape and not mentally and physically prepared for this fight, it could be an early night.
Gentlemen, so nice to visit with both of you.
Thank you.
Best of luck come November.
Thank you.
It's now time to look like a champ, presented by Just for Men. There's no question Manny Pacquiao holds a significant edge and experience over his opponent, Brandon Rios. Bam Bam, however, will have a proverbial puncher's chance. He's knocked out 70% of his opponents and owns a slightly higher connect percentage than Pacquiao, according to CompuBox.